Okay, so for this deep dive, we are going to try something a little different.
Okay.
We're going to be doing a deep dive on a song.
Interesting. I like it.
Yeah, it's called Under Frozen Skies.
Okay.
It's rhythm and blues. But the lyrics are, well, I was really struck by the themes of resilience, overcoming hardship,
Right.
and then the way it ties music and dance into all that, into this expression of freedom.
Okay.
There's a lot of imagery in there that I think we can unpack
For sure, yeah.
of like frozen skies and white nights.
Yeah, I noticed that too when I first heard it.
It really makes you think, what could this all mean?
Definitely. There's a lot to dig into there.
Well, for starters, that first verse, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
It starts with a feeling of just complete displacement.
Yeah.
Stranger in a world I don't belong, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's something, that line really resonated with me.
Heart divided.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It's like, that feeling of being caught between different worlds.
Exactly. Like you don't know where you fit in.
Trying to find your place. Yeah.
Yeah. And that feeling of being pulled in different directions.
Totally.
Heart divided. Yeah, but then there's this fighting spirit that comes through too.
Absolutely.
Will stays strong. It's almost like this refusal to give up.
It is. It's like this inner strength, this
Yeah.
determination to keep going despite the challenges, to fight for something better.
Fighting for the light. It's powerful stuff.
Yeah, very powerful.
And then, bam, the chorus hits you.
It really does.
Dancing through the night under frozen skies.
The energy shifts completely.
I'll break the chains. I'll rise. I'll fly. It's like this,
Yeah.
like this sudden burst of energy,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
defiance, right? Like I'm not gonna let these things hold me down.
Exactly.
And that image of dancing under frozen skies, it's so vivid.
It is. It's interesting, right? Like, you wouldn't normally associate dancing with frozen skies.
No, not at all.
But I think that's what makes it so powerful. It's like, those skies, they represent the adversity, the limitations that we all face.
Challenges, yeah.
But the song is saying, don't wait for the skies to clear,
Right, yeah.
Find the strength to dance through the storm, to break free, even when things feel impossible.
I love that. Dance through the storm.
There's actually a lot of research on resilience that talks about this very idea.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that we can actually grow from facing adversity.
So it's like the tougher the challenge,
Yeah.
the stronger we become.
In a way, yes. If we can harness that struggle and use it to fuel our growth.
Wow, that's pretty amazing.
It is.
That there's something positive that can come out of the struggle.
Absolutely.
And this ties back to this idea of the rhythm of freedom that keeps popping up in the song.
Exactly.
It's like it's not just about, moving your body.
Right.
It's about something much deeper,
Right.
right? It's like an inner strength or a spirit.
Yes, it's about finding that inner spark, that thing that keeps you going, that gives you the will to keep pushing forward.
It's a fire in your soul.
That's a great way to put it. And, musically, if you pay attention to the chorus, it actually uses a faster tempo and a more uplifting melody than the verses.
Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that.
That's a classic rhythm and blues technique,
Yeah.
to create this sense of liberation and emotional release.
That's really cool. So even the music itself is reflecting that feeling of breaking free.
Exactly.
Then we get to verse 2, and there's this feeling of being alone but still searching. We're still dealing with all these borders and chains.
Right.
What do you make of that line, from Russia's heart to the streets of home?
Yeah, that one's interesting, isn't it?
It is.
I think it adds this whole other layer of displacement, maybe even a sense of exile.
Exile. Wow.
It makes you think about, how finding belonging can take us far from where we started.
Oh, that's a good point.
And not just physically, but emotionally, too.
It's like you're searching for something, but you're not sure where to find it.
Exactly. And that journey can be a lonely one.
Yeah, that's a really interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
And then by the bridge, I mean, the defiance is it's almost overflowing.
Totally.
The world's a prison, but my feet are free. I'll spin through the darkness for all to see.
It's a powerful image, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The world as a prison.
Like a declaration of independence.
It is. It's like saying, you can try to confine me, you can try to restrict me.
Yeah.
But my spirit, my ability to express myself, to dance, that's something you can't touch.
Right. Yeah.
It makes you think about, what are the ways we might be limiting ourselves?
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Or how might external forces be holding us back? What are those chains that we need to break?
Wow. That's a really thought-provoking question.
It is.
And then that final chorus.
Oh, yeah.
It just hits you with such force.
It does.
Dancing through the cold to the morning light.
It feels like a breakthrough.
Where dreams are reborn and everything's right. It's almost like spiritual, you know,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
like reaching this higher level of understanding.
Absolutely. There's a sense of transcendence,
Yeah.
of moving beyond the struggle to a place of renewal and wholeness.
Yeah.
Exactly. And musically, the repetition and the gradual build in intensity,
Yeah.
they create this feeling of relentless hope. Like dawn is inevitable, like no matter how dark the night, the morning will
I
come.
like that. Like no matter what challenges you face, you can overcome them.
Yeah,
So, we've unpacked all these amazing lyrics.
we have.
But I guess the question is, what does this all mean for our listeners?
That's a great question.
Like, how can we connect these powerful words to our own lives?
Well, I think the key takeaway is that we all face our own frozen skies,
Yeah.
our own challenges and limitations, right?
Right.
But this song, it reminds us that we have the power within ourselves to break free.
To find our own rhythm of freedom.
Exactly. Whether it's through music, dance, art, or something else entirely, it's about finding what ignites that inner spark.
That fire in your soul.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
And using that to move forward with resilience and hope.
Yeah, and I think what's so cool is that the song doesn't tell you exactly what to do or how to do it.
Right.
It just gives you this inspiration, this energy, and leaves it open for you to find your own way.
It does. It's like a roadmap, but you get to choose the destination.
Exactly. It's like, what are those things that make you feel truly alive?
Yeah.
What makes you feel free? What are the chains you need to break?
That's a great question for everyone to reflect on.
Yeah, this song, it's like a soundtrack for that journey, for that journey of finding your own freedom.
Absolutely it is.
So go out there, find your rhythm, and dance through those frozen skies.
I love it.